So, good afternoon. We are back again with a Premier League transfer update, and we're going to speak about 5 players that could potentially move from the EFL up to the Premier League. And 4 of them were in the Premier League last season, and they got relegated with their clubs. We're going to go through 5 players in a minute. Before I do that, make sure you are subscribed. Make sure you stick a thumbs up on the video. Also, check out my Insta, LeagueGunner82, if you haven't already. And download Flick if you want to be in with a chance to win a signed and framed Thierry Henry t-shirt. Download the app. It's free of charge. Go to the Thierry Henry giveaway. And in the bottom right-hand corner, go and stick 2 emotes into the chat. And you're qualified. The winner for that will be picked at the end of the Man City game against Arsenal on the 17th of this month. So still plenty of time to enter. Make sure you do that. It is free of charge, like I said. And we're going to start off talking about this guy, Said Benrahma. A whole host of Premier League clubs are linked to this guy. Arsenal were one of them. I don't think that he meets the criteria for Arsenal. I don't think that the price tag associated to him either is something that we can go and do. And listen, as good as he was last season in the Championship, I don't think that he's the level required for Arsenal. But there is a lot of other teams looking at him, Newcastle being one of them. 25 million pound price tag's a lot of money. Newcastle have already spent a lot of money. Mike Ashley has actually dipped into his pocket and spent some money this summer, which is kind of ironic considering he doesn't even want to be there. But I'm wondering whether by the end of this window, the 16th of this month, whether this guy will be a Premier League player. Let me know in the comment section which team you think he'll go to. Fulham have also been linked to him. And I think that Fulham is probably the most likely destination. It's not a million miles away from Brentford, which is where he currently plays. And they need a bit of firepower because they are struggling already. And it looks like they're dead certs for relegation. So that could be something to keep an eye on. Let's move on to this guy, the B-Tech Antoine Griezmann. But Norwich must be kind of worried because they got 2 or 3 players that could potentially leave in this window. And they're not safe yet. Another 8 days and then they might be safe from losing these players. But Todd Cantwell didn't have a bad season last season at Norwich, did he really? And I remember he scored an absolute banger against Man United in the Cup. Ultimately, it meant nothing because they lost the game. But he impressed for Norwich last season. And I think he had a pretty decent season. Again, another one that a lot of Arsenal fans are really excited about. Not for me. I don't particularly think he's that great. I think that West Ham, around that sort of level, West Ham, the Fulhams, and teams like that, again, potentially could come in for him this summer. I haven't seen him linked to anyone as of yet. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens with him. Now, somebody who is linked to Man United and again to Newcastle is Ismail Assar. Now, if you remember, he ended Liverpool's unbeaten run in the Premier League by scoring a couple of goals. One of them, he chipped a lovely goal over Alisson. And a lot of people, again, on the hype about Ismail Assar. Good young player, very good young player, and has the potential to kick on and be a top-class footballer. Again, where's he going to end up? I mean, Man United fans are absolutely fuming with their transfer business. They wanted Jadon Sancho. That dragged on forever. They then went in for Ousmane Dembele. That never happened. Is Ismail Assar the guy that can go into Man United and light it up? Listen, Man United have had a very, very poor transfer window. And if I was a United fan, I'd be seething. I'd be spitting feathers because for a club the size of United to only spend, I think it was about 30 million net, not good enough, especially when they finished in the Champions League spaces. They've qualified for Champions League. They're in the tough group against Leipzig and PSG. They needed a bit more firepower. I think they needed a defender as well. And they didn't really do any of that. They signed Cavani. I mean, come on, seriously. Cavani's a couple of years younger than me. It's embarrassing. But is Ismail Assar the man who can elevate Man United? And again, around the 20-odd million pound bracket, that's not a bad signing. Not a bad signing. Let's move on to this guy, Buendia. And he could potentially be on Arsenal's radar in the remaining 8 days. Arsenal obviously chased Houssem Aouar for a long time, and it never happened in the end. As we know, we ended up signing Thomas Partey, which was my pick if it was one or the other. But Arsenal do need a bit of creativity in there. And this guy, again, had a fantastic season for Norwich last season. Always looked dangerous, always on the turn, always looking to run at players, creating opportunities and trying to get involved. Now, obviously, we've got a player that was supposedly going to go back on loan to France, and that is William Saliba. He never went on loan to France, as we know. He's still an Arsenal player. Could we do a deal here where we say, look, we want to loan Buendia, you can loan William Saliba, we won't charge each other a fee, we'll give you the young man, we'll take him, and then at the end of the season, we then give him back, and then we go for Houssem Aouar. I think Buendia is a good player. I do like him, and I think that other than Max Aarons, he is the only other one I would take from them. I think he's a really technically gifted footballer. Like I said, I think the best option would be to maybe do something in a loan move. And I could potentially see that happening as well. Listen, Norwich ain't a bad team. I know they got relegated. They didn't have enough firepower up front. They've struggled so far in the Championship, adapting to life in the new league again. And obviously, there could be a lot of fire sales going on. But I think that would be a good deal for both parties. And I'd love to know what you guys think. Do you think we should do something along those lines? You have Saliba. We have Buendia. Everyone's a winner, baby. We get a bit more creativity in our team. Saliba gets that experience of playing week in, week out. And he comes back to us a better player. And we give them back Buendia. Maybe even do an option to buy him at the end if we can't get Aouar. I don't know. But let me know what you guys think about him. Also about the BTEC Griezmann, and also about Said Benrahma and Sarr as well. Let me know. Leave it all in the comment section down below. Don't forget, I will be back about 6 o'clock. Don't forget also, follow my Insta, LeeGunner82. Let's boost the Instagram up. All have a wonderful afternoon. I'm out of here. Laters, peeps.